Teacher, good evening.
Hello, Raul. How are you?
Fine, thank you so much. And you?
I'm good. I'm good. All good.
Very
How's it?
well.
How's it going?
Nothing.
No, nothing. No, nothing at all.
Nothing now.
No.
No, everything quiet.
Okay. Just a normal day, yeah.
Exactly.
Good, good.
And you?
Yeah, fine. Just I had to do some things this morning. Just I had to go to the bank and yeah, and then that's it. Just then after I just working, just classes and preparing stuff and everything, and yeah, so that's it today. That's all I've done today.
Okay.
I'm a bit tired now. I won't lie. I'm a bit tired. But
Okay, teacher. Uh, I I was reading
mm,
about the history of the hot dog. The history is very interesting. The hot dog
yeah,
is a iconic, iconic,
iconic.
iconic
Yeah,
mm, of American of the American food.
yeah, it is. Yeah.
Do you like hot dog?
Oh, I do. I really do. Um, for example, like I mean, in Chile, we eat like in Chile, it's like you eat a lot of hot dogs. Like I mean, the American hot dog is terrible compared to the Chilean hot dog. It's just like the Chilean hot dog is just a whole other level of good. Like the bread, the sausage, the the ingredients and everything. Like it's just I don't know, just so much better. But they're so
Uh,
good.
I think
Mm,
the hot dog is this very it's very tasty. I went to United States
yeah.
and the hot dog is is very tasty and many people uh, eat.
Yeah. This I mean they eat a lot of hot dogs over there. Like
Sorry.
they eat a lot of hot dogs over there in the United States.
Yes.
Yeah, they
Yes.
do. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean they are
Yes.
cheap. Like I mean you buy them on the streets. Like I mean for like $1. Like yeah, there you go. Like on a hot dog and off you go. Like it is super cheap. Like
Mm, exactly.
but you only have
The
mustard.
the hot dog is meal cheap
It's a cheap meal.
cheap meal
Yeah, cheap meal.
cheap meal.
Yeah, it is. It is a cheap meal.
It
It
is the
is. It
cheap
is.
meal.
Um. Hello, Haiti. How are you?
Hi, hello. Good, good. And you?
I'm good. All good. All good. You're able to log in today. No problem. Yeah.
No, today everything was good. Was
Everything good.
good.
Perfect. No, that's great. That's great. So, how are you, Haiti?
And good. A lot of work. I have a lot of sleep actually because I had maybe 2 weeks or a little more sleeping early morning at 1 or 2 a.m.
Oh wow.
So yes, actually I feel a little tired.
I can imagine. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
you're going to bed so late. Yeah. You can.
Yeah, they are many days. So today I feel really sleeping.
I can imagine. Yeah. It's not good to go to bed so late.
I hope. I hope.
Um, Haley, just one thing, just one technical thing here that I need. Sorry, what's your last name?
Pineda.
Pineda. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Perfect. Thanks very much, Heidi. And Virginia, hello, how are you?
Hey, teacher, fine, teacher.
Yeah, all good?
More or less,
More or
because
less?
yesterday I was very, very busy. And
Okay.
then today I am a little, how do you say, cansada?
Tired.
Tired. A
Okay.
little.
So yeah, because you left early yesterday because you said that you needed to do something yesterday. How did that go? Was it good? Yesterday, you had to leave.
Yes.
It was good.
Yes, good, but I was very many time in front of the computer, many hours.
Okay.
Hours.
Yeah.
Many
Yeah.
hours. At 10 in the morning, at 10. And I finally my team.
Yeah.
At 2 p.m. 2:30 p.m.
Okay. Oh wow.
And in the afternoon again.
Okay. So a lot of work.
Yes.
A lot of work. Okay. Okay. All right, guys. So today, what I was thinking what we could do is I found a news article which I think is very interesting that I think we could all read. It's not very long. It's a very short article, so I'm just going to ask one of you to read it, or whoever wants to volunteer to read it. And I want to, of course, before we get into any discussion about the text, I want you to see if there's any words or any terms or anything that you don't know, that we look at them, we check the vocabulary, we talk about that. And then once that's finished, once there's no questions about that, we can discuss about the article, okay? And
I don't understand, teacher. I
okay.
think you speak more quickly.
Okay, no problem. No,
Please,
I'll slow it down. I'll slow it down. So,
yes.
So what I was saying is that we will be reading a news article now, and it's not very long. It's a short article. So I'm just going to have one of you to read it, just one, okay? And before we get to discussing, having a debate about the subject, if there's any questions about vocabulary or any questions about something that you don't understand, we'll look at that first. And once that is finished, we will discuss about the news article, okay?
Who is discussing?
Discussing, to discuss is discutir.
Okay.
Okay. Also, also what I wanted to remind you is remember next week, next Thursday, is your presentation. Okay, just remember that. What I want to do about that is I want you to have it ready by Wednesday. Okay, or just a draft, an idea for Wednesday. Okay, so that we can. So like, for example, Heidi, you give me what you would like to discuss or whatever it is, then you, Virginia, and then you, Raul, so that we can prepare ourselves really well for Thursday. And then on Thursday, you have an amazing presentation. So Wednesday is going to be like el ensayo of the presentation on Wednesday. And then the actual presentation will be on Thursday, okay?
More, what kind of presentation? PowerPoint or with objects?
No, not really. There's no kind of like, it has to be PowerPoint or anything. You could just talk. You don't need to do anything. You don't need any visuals.
A free theme.
So the theme, remember, is about the future. Okay, so remember the theme is the future, which would be, I want you to use would, will, going to, shall. I want you to use those words in your presentation as much as possible. Any future plans, doesn't matter if it's for tomorrow, for the next day, for next week, for next month, for next year, for 10 years. It doesn't matter how long into the future you want to go, but it has to be the future. You say, oh, tomorrow I will go to the supermarket. Fine, great. Talk about that. Talk about you going to the supermarket. Now, don't be so boring with that. Don't, like, try to look for something a bit more fun, but like, you don't need to, there's anything in the future. Like, what are you doing next week? Okay. And talk about that. Talk about what you're doing next week or next month, or a future holiday that you might have planned. Talk about that. Or even if you want to go even further, I don't know. I plan to study a master's. All right. Talk about that. Why do you want to study master's? Anything but from the future. Okay.
My plans to future.
Yeah, so and anything in the future, like I don't know if you have any future holidays, talk about that. Or I don't know, I'm getting married, or for example, like okay, talk about that or whatever.
Okay. Thank you so much.
No problem.
And we could read.
Well, yeah, I mean it's fine. You can read it. That's no problem. But yeah, there's no problem about you with you reading it or anything like that. And ideally, try not to try to be as natural as possible with it. But if you need to read it and everything, that's fine. Just try not to make many mistakes. Don't try to make many mistakes. So that's why
I get it.
Yes, that's why on Wednesday we're going to practice. Okay. So we'll practice on Wednesday. Have things ready for Wednesday so that we can practice, so that we can get everything ready, and then on Thursday it's your time to shine. Okay, so we're good with that, Virginia? Okay.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, all right. So yeah, so we'll get onto the activity that I have planned. So I'm going to share the screen with you. Okay. Where is this? Oh, there we go. Can you see it? ¿Lo ven bien todo?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. So, who would like to read? Who would like to volunteer?
Son Molino, es para, in English, no sé, para la electricidad es molinos, ¿no? Para traer,
Okay.
con el viento generan electricidad, but in English I don't know.
Yeah. So that's what these are. Yeah, that's what these are. Now, the whole, excuse me. So the article is about climate change. El cambio climático. De eso trata este artículo.
Rise es cambio.
Right. Raise. To raise is to aumentar. Aumentar. That's what that means. Okay. So yeah. Heidi, would you like to read?
Okay.
No, not really.
I don't,
No, not really.
I don't read very good.
Don't read very well. But don't worry. Okay. I mean, this is what this is for. Okay. We're here to practice.
I read, teacher. I read.
Do you want to read, Virginia?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
I have to say EU, no, ¿verdad?
EU.
EU urges all major economies to rise climate goals by November summit.
Yeah, very good. So here we have the article down here.
Too heavy.
What is summit?
Summit is summit means cumbre. Cumbre.
Oh.
Summit means cumbre.
The pronunciation is summit. Summit.
Yeah, summit. Summit. That's
the European Union's top diplomat has called the world biggest economy to set toward climate targets.
Okay, so Virginia, do you want to continue?
Yes.
Go ahead.
The European Union's top diplomat has called on the world's biggest economy to set toward climate targets, including a commitment to eliminate their greenhouse gas emissions in time for a global climate summit in November.
Okay, very good. Okay, do you want to continue?
At the start of the week, a report laid bare the seriousness of global warming, which is dangerously close to exceeding the limits countries agreed were needed to prevent the most severe consequences of climate change.
Very good. Okay. Do you want to continue, or will you ask somebody else to read?
It's okay.
Okay, if you want to continue, go ahead. Go ahead.
We'll find some fruits are already causing devastation, and a monitoring station in Sicily yesterday recorded a temperature of 48.
So that one's, you read that 48.8.
48.8
Celsius.
With some scientists believe could be the highest in European history.
Yeah.
Could you read me, please, European?
So this is how, so that you pronounce that European.
European.
Sorry. European.
History. The challenge is now to make sure at the Glasgow summit that all major economies take ambitious enough. Ese no sé cómo se dice. Measurable.
That's it. Yeah, that was a bit difficult. So that one's measurable. Measurable.
And verifiable.
Verifiable, yeah.
2050 targets and climate neutrality commitments. EU foreign policy chief Joseph Borrell said in a blog post.
Okay, good, perfect. Okay, let's see. Raul, I'm going to ask you to read this half now. You're going to read this part, okay? So this is
okay.
This is the last half, the second half of the article, okay?
Okay, teacher. The EU and United States this year both set toward targets to reduce their emission by 2030. EU's President Joe Biden has promised to put the United States on a track to net zero emissions by 2050. The 27-country EU has set that target in law. Climate neutrality means emitting only as many greenhouse gases as can be removed from the atmosphere through CO2 absorbing vegetation or technologies. China, India, and Russia are among those facing international pressure to raise their ambition in time for the UN Climate Summit in Glasgow. As a major developed economy, Mr. Borrell said the EU has a duty to lead by example.
Yeah.
As one of the most economically developed areas in the world, we are among those who emit and have emitted in the past the most greenhouse gas responsible for climate change, he said. Last month, the EU proposed 13 laws to cut emissions across the bloc to meet its target to cut net emissions 55% by 2030 from 1990 levels.
Okay, perfect. Very good. Excellent, Robert. Excellent. Okay, so before we get into talking about the article, were there any words that you didn't understand? Or no, where there's any vocabulary that you're not sure about?
I don't know any words, but I understand the point, the theme.
Okay, no, so yeah, so what words didn't you understand, Virginia? What words didn't you understand?
How many?
So which ones? ¿Cuáles palabras?
¿Cuáles? Which one? Tower.
So where? Which one?
Tower.
Where is it?
T-O-U.
Oh, this one. This one here.
Tower. Sí.
Tougher. That's pronounced tougher. It's like with an F. So tougher.
Okay.
Tougher. Yeah. So tougher means más duro. So tough means duro. Fuerte. So tougher means más duro.
Target.
Target means objetivo.
Wildfires son fuego, como fuego salvaje.
Yeah, exactly. So wildfires are basically fires in nature, you know, like when you see the forest or all of that goes on fire. Remember, like in Australia last year, all the fire that was happening in Australia, those are wildfires.
Okay.
So claro, o sea, la traducción literal sería fuegos salvajes, pero no.
Ajá, como gran incendio, ¿no?
Yeah, it's like, yeah, exactly. It's a big fire that's happening in nature. It's burning trees and plants and destroying wildlife.
Wildfires, what means wildfires?
So incendios, así como incendios forestales, podría decir. That's what that means.
Floods.
Floods are inundaciones. That's what flood is. So floods is the plural, inundaciones, and flood, inundación, is the singular. Okay, let's see. So we'll go little by little. What about you, Heidi? Was there any words there that you didn't catch?
And no, for the moment, no.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. Again, my another computer.
No, that's fine. That's fine, Heidi.
Stuck.
Yeah, no, I saw it. Yeah, so you kind of it just completely disappeared. Like, oh, what happened? What happened?
Sorry.
That's okay. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Teacher,
yeah.
sorry, one question.
Yeah.
Summit?
Summit is cumbre.
Okay.
So, you know, like, for example, when a lot of nations get together and they meet all in, and in this case, it's going to be in Glasgow. So they meet a lot of people meet in, a lot of important people, presidents and stuff, they meet in one place. That's the summit, la cumbre de blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
That's what that is. Perfect. Okay. So we'll just continue down here. Anything down here that you're not sure about? Any other words?
Greenhouse.
So greenhouse is the greenhouse effect is what you call in Spanish efecto invernadero.
Okay.
That's what that means. Okay. Are you okay, Virginia? Any other words there that you're not sure about?
Greenhouse es efecto invernadero.
Yeah.
Duty is the verb.
Yeah. That's exactly it. Duty is the verb. Okay. Let's see. Anything else?
Among, entre, ¿no?
Entre.
Yeah, exactly.
Could cubrir.
Oh, sorry, which one? Which word?
Could need emissions.
Como cortar emisiones.
Well, cut means cortar.
Okay. Could need.
But where are you reading that though? Oh, at the very end, to cut emit. Oh, here, this one, yeah, at the very bottom. Yeah, so to cut emissions, cortar emisiones o reducir. En este caso, ese cut se refiere a reducir. Very good. Okay.
Propusieron 13 leyes para reducir las emisiones. Por ejemplo, dice across the block to meet, cruzando la barrera.
O sea, across the block se refiere a como across the block means como ¿cómo lo puedo decir? So when you say across the block es como entre todos. Entonces, claro, o sea, la Unión Europea propuso 13 leyes para reducir emisiones entre todos, o sea, alrededor de toda la Unión Europea.
To meet its target.
Para llegar a su objetivo de cortar emisiones netos a un 55% en el 2030, comparado con respecto a los niveles de 1990. Esa es la idea. Okay.
People, no, how do you say creer? No, how do you say creer?
Believe.
Many people don't believe about the change
climate change.
Yes. For example, in Jalapa, when I was a child, all days, in Jalapa, how do you say, lluvia? Raining all days. In the afternoon, many times and more time.
So it used to rain. It used to rain more when you were younger.
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm very cold. In December, we were ice in the car.
Okay.
A little cup is correct. The cup, a little cup of the ice.
Yeah. Okay.
And they points finish it.
Hmm. Yeah, that's sad. And in that case, what we call that in English, you know, that what you were saying there, that's that thin cap of ice in English. We generally call that frost. Frost.
Frost.
Yeah. So I don't know. Can you see? Ven bien la pizarra?
Sí.
Yeah. Frost.
Frost.
In the car, but what ¿cómo lo escribiría? De car frost?
So no,
On the
it's just called frost. So in that case, what you would say, so there was frost on the car in the morning. There was frost on the car.
Frost on the car, frost in the car.
So that's what that means. Even though it is ice, but we say frost because it's not, because in English, ice means it's, I mean, it does mean yellow, but it's like the blocks of ice, like it's big and everything. The frost
Okay.
is just that, like that thin cap of ice. That's frost.
Okay, thank you, teacher.
No problem. No problem. Yeah. So yeah, you're right. You're right with that, Virginia. There's a lot of people that do not believe in climate change, and I think that in the specifically in the last few weeks or in the last week, there's been a lot of news about it. A lot of news about the climate change, that temperatures are going to rise in the next few years by, in the world, an average of 1.5 degrees, an average around the world, like, and that is super serious. That's like a whole other level of seriousness, and that we should be really worried about that. I think now, I think the problem is that since not many people and a lot of world leaders believe in the climate change, there's not much there's not much countries can do about it. So what do you think? What do you think we should do? Like, I mean, what's your opinion about all this subject? What do
The
you?
word is afortunately, afortunately, how do you say afortunately?
It's unfortunately.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
unfortunately, Biden, Biden believe in climate change, or change climate.
Climate change.
Climate change, and then he how do you say apoyar?
Excuse me. Supported.
Supported ideas about that, good ideas about that,
Yeah. And what about you, Raul? What do you think? What's your opinion about, well, about what we read about global warming? What do you think?
Many governments don't believe about change climate. For example, and Donald Trump. Donald Trump don't believe about the change climate. And John Biden, he believed in the change climate.
The climate change.
The climate change, sorry.
Yeah, that's true. And what do you think? What do you think we should do as people? Because I mean, it's not just the governments, it's not just the leaders of the world that have to do something about it. Which of course They're the ones who bring the ideas, who make the ideas happen and everything. But us, just mere mortals, what can we do? What do you think we can do? What do you think you, Raul, can do? What do you think Virginia can do? Katie can do? What do you think I could do to make things better?
I think all people must help to the earth in her house, in her job, with the children. All people must take care the world.
Exactly. We all should take
with a little actions, but always, all days,
every day.
Every day.
Yeah, you're right. What about you, Haiti? What do you think? What's your opinion?
I believe that this is a complicated matter because, for example, we need to do little things in our houses, but sometimes not is enough. And all the people or many people sell stuff that are biodegradable. I don't know how to say biodegradable in the right way.
Yeah, so it's it's very similar. It's biodegradable.
Biodegradable.
Yeah.
Biodegradable. And these kind of stuff are more expensive than normal stuff. And that is a problem because if we need to care the world and the planet and the plants and the trees and stuff like that, we need to use this kind of stuff to don't make more trash or more damage to the environment. And sometimes this is stuff that are biodegradable are more expensive, and that's difficult. You can make something, change dishes, normal dishes for dishes, more biodegradables, because they are expensive. For example, then another day I saw dishes made from coconut, these caps or coconuts.
Coconuts, yeah.
Made from them, and the cost for this is around 400 pesos.
Oh wow!
One dish, only one dish, and so it's very expensive. So to make changes, we need to understand too this cost for these products be more cheaper. To be able to all the people get this kind of things instead of the grown things that make damage of the environment. And yes, I believe that is difficult. Make little changes. That's my point, because sometimes it is difficult even to make and separate the trash is recycling.
Recycling.
Yes, it's difficult because in my city, for example, I don't know in other cities, but in my city, if you recycling and separate all your trash, when the people of the trash comes to get this trash, they open the bag and put all the trash together.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so
that you're right.
What is the point?
I think what they should do is, for example, it should be, well, first of all, it all comes down to education. How do you educate the people towards that? Now the thing is that you need to, because you can't just say false promises and false words of saying, oh, we're going to do recycling. Oh, we're going to do all of these things. If you don't implement it, in the basic thing of education. So, for example, I mean, and it was weird for me when I got here first, but like in Ireland, you have to separate your rubbish. You have to, okay? Because you have 3 rubbish bins outside of your house, okay? So this is your house, all right? Okay, the house here. Bonita la casita. Okay, so that's your house, all right? And outside of your house, you have 3 bins, all right? So you have the black bin, you have the green bin, and you have the brown bin. So you have 3 bins, okay? So 3 rubbish bins, okay? Not like here in Mexico, you have 1 bin, all in just one bag and throw it away. No. So in the black bin goes all of your, just your general waste, all right? General waste. In the green bin, what do you think goes in the green bin?
Organic.
The recycling.
Mhm.
The recycling.
Vegetables.
So yeah, so in the green bin is all your recycling. So all your plastics, your cardboard, what else? Plastics, cardboard, paper, but not glass. Not glass bottles. Glass bottles is a whole other matter. Okay, and then in the brown bin is your organics. Okay, everything organic, all your food, your vegetables, leaves, grass. If you cut the grass, you can put the grass in the brown bin. So anything organic. Now that bin, oh my God, that bin is, oof, smells
Yeah.
so bad. Like it's so bad, like it stinks. It's terrible. But you are forced to separate everything because you get charged, because this is private. This is private, and you have to have it. You have to pay for this, and it's private. So there's different companies that come and pick your bin. So there was a company that was called Panda. There's another one that's called Green Star. So that's Greyhound is another one. And I know there's a fourth one, but I can't remember. But those are the main companies, especially Panda. Panda is the main one. So they come and pick your bin every week. So every week, so say every Wednesday, they come and get the black bin every Wednesday. And every second Wednesday, these changed. So say say today they come and pick up the black bin and then the green bin, okay? And next week they come and get the black bin and the brown bin, and then it goes back and forth between these two. This is every week. This is every 2 weeks. The green or the brown, the green or the brown, the green or the brown. They always change, okay? And they're different trucks. So there's one truck for the black bin, and then later or earlier that day, there comes another one for the green one and another one for the brown one. They also provide the service to wash your bins. They clean the bins as well. So if you want this to be cleaned, you just leave you just leave them out for 1 day, and then a service comes and they clean the rubbish bins for you, and then they give it back to you clean. And all of that is provided in what you pay. So you pay every month. Oh, it's not every month. It's every 2 months. You pay every 2 months. You pay. And you pay per kilo as well. So they weigh your rubbish. They weigh it. So if you have a lot of rubbish, you have to pay a lot. So this one is of course, this one's more expensive than the green one and the brown one. These are the cheaper ones. But the black one, if you put you can throw anything in the black one. You can throw your organics, you can throw anything, but it's going to cost you more if you don't recycle. And so, and with the glass, with the glass bottles, you have to go to a bank, a glass bank, where they have like, oh, here you have to put your transparent ones, here you have to put your green bottles, here your brown bottles. You have to separate all your bottles, and here for cans. So cans are latas, and everything. So you have to put everything according to where they go. That's a whole other place. You have to bring your bottles by yourself. Now, of course, for this you don't pay. For this, that's completely free. So you just go to a bank near your home. They're generally really close to your home. There's a lot around your neighborhoods and everything. So you don't have to go very far, and you just go and you put those away.
Teacher, that team is in England.
That's in England they do that too, yeah. But this is in Ireland.
In Oregon?
Ireland. Aquí, Irlanda.
Okay. Orlando?
Irlanda.
Irlanda.
Irlanda,
Place.
Hey. So that's what you do there. Also, you know what's interesting and what's really cool is that in these bottle banks, they're called bottle banks. There's another bank. There's another thing here which is a bit bigger and it's orange. You can put your old clothes in there. Your old clothes. So clothes that you don't want anymore. You put them in there. And they go to the less fortunate. They go to homes, or they go to poorer people. So you can just drop your clothes there, like an old t-shirt, old trousers, or anything, but they have to be in good condition, of course. You just put them in there, and then the service for that comes and picks that up, and they donate the clothes. Basically, you're donating your old clothes there for that. It's really cool. Like, I mean, you just go and do that there. You don't have to go anywhere. You just go right here and you just donate your clothes there. It's pretty cool. So that's where it all starts. I mean, if you can educate your children just to know how to do this, these basic steps, like everything afterwards comes just naturally to them, and you will have a better environment for them and a lot less contamination. But you have to educate them, and plus how to separate them. So like, for example, so like for the cardboard, the cardboard has to be clean. Like it can't be dirty. So like, you know, like pizza boxes where you get your pizzas, and they have all this kind of like a bit of oil, el aceite que se derrama y que se mancha la caja y todo. Ya no sirve. Ahí tiene que ir. No lo puedes reciclar eso. Si está manchado con aceite, aunque sea un poquito de aceite, no sirve. Chao. Basura general. So you have to know, so you have to be very careful with your rubbish, and you have to, like, if you're going to recycle, you just can't just break it and just put it in the recycle. It's going to be recycled. It's like, no, it doesn't work like that. You have to fold it. You have to keep it clean. You don't have to break it or anything. You have to be very careful with your recycling, because just one thing that's broken or something, it just destroys everything. Like, and yeah, you have to be very, very, very careful with the rubbish there, with your green bin. You have to be very conscious with that. So yeah, that's how they do things in Ireland with the rubbish.
Very interesting. I believe that here in Mexico is very important, the paper recycling, because we need to do it. It's something important. For example, my brother works in a company where they make paper.
Okay.
And paper for the toilet. I don't know what's the name.
Yeah, it's toilet paper.
Yeah, for toilet paper. And this company buy
Toilet paper. Who is toilet paper?
So toilet paper, el papel de baño.
And to make this paper, and this company need to buy recycled paper from United States, because in Mexico we don't have enough recycled paper to make toilet paper.
Wow. So
yeah,
imagine that. Imagine if at least 10% of people recycled their paper. There'll be
or less.
or even less. Like there'll be
Yeah.
so it'll be so much cheaper for your brother's company, the company that your brother works for, to make the
Mhm.
toilet paper.
Yeah, they need to buy from United States. All the recycled paper comes from United States.
Wow.
Mhm.
All of it.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Not even just half or no,
No,
all of it.
all of it.
Oh wow. Jeez. No, I mean, yeah, I mean, if you could be able to recycle all of that paper, then yeah, I mean, it'll be so much easier. I mean, I don't want to be rude, but the amount of paper that you guys use here is just so unnecessary. Like for example, I just went to the bank today, and they give me my well, this is the contract here. Well, I'm not going to show you, but here's the contract here. All right,
Mhm.
it's 4 pages. Like, and they sent it to me by email as well. It's like, why don't you just send it to me by email? Why do you give it to me physically? If you already sent it by email, you're just wasting paper. I already have it on my email. I don't need it physically. You've just wasted 4 pieces of
Mhm.
paper for nothing. For nothing. If you can at least reduce that, the companies will save so much more in paper. You would recycle more paper. I just have that concept of just at least using less paper, and you make it cheaper for your company. I mean, just think about that. Don't even think about the environment, like, oh, let's go green, because companies don't like that. They only think about money. Okay, just think about money. Let's use less paper. We can use less paper. Like,
Teacher, I give the paper and the gator cups, gator cups.
paper cups, yeah.
For example, next to my desk, I have this box.
Mm.
This box.
Okay.
And then in this box, always
More boxes.
yes. A little.
So you keep all of that.
Paper. Mhm.
Yes. And the I drink a products health products, and I get their cups, and then I how do you say las llevo?
I bring them.
I bring them to restaurant, the Asadero 100. In the restaurant Asadero 100, they
All
have
right.
a box. The name is box. In this place, I put my cups
Okay.
for the children with cancer.
Okay.
Three actions only I do. Other action is when begin on my bath. Begin of my bath. I put the, how do you say cubeta?
Bucket.
A pocket. I put a pocket, and in the moment the water is cold and more late is hot, and then I quito, ¿cómo se dice quito?
I take it away.
I take her away
The bucket.
the pocket, yes.
Okay.
And then when I finish my how do you say de bañarme, how do you say?
Shower.
When I finish my shower, I go to my garden and put the weather in the plants.
All right.
All day.
Cool.
More or less is 5 liters, more or less 3 or 5 liters.
Okay.
A
Cool.
little actions.
They're little actions,
Yeah.
exactly. It's the little things. It's the little things that make the difference.
Yes.
That's true.
But
That is.
in Mexico, no.
There's no culture for it.
No, I
Yeah.
didn't.
Mhm.
There's no closure for it. And I think we can't just say, oh, it's the government's fault and everything, which, okay, it is. But you can't just leave it to that. That's not an excuse for you not to do it anyway. It's like, oh, es que el gobierno no lo hace, es que el gobierno no nos apoya. No lo haces y está bien. Pero eso no sigue siendo una excusa para que tú no lo sigas haciendo. Tú hazlo por tu medio, tú hazlo.
Yes.
That's the way it is. Okay, guys. So yeah, we've reached the end of our session today. So thank you for coming, for sharing your ideas and this little debate that we had today. Pretty cool. So yeah, what is it? Oh yeah, so remember, so I said en español mejor. Recuerden el miércoles de traer su la idea de su presentación, o sea, ya tener la idea lista, tener cosas listas para el miércoles, para que ya el jueves, cuando se llama, lo presenten bien. Entonces el miércoles lo vamos a revisar, vamos a cualquier duda, pronunciación y todo, que igual sería bueno que se lo pudieran presentar ya el miércoles y ya podemos ver los errores, ir corrigiendo los errores ya ahí mismo. Y ya para el jueves ya estén listos.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's it. So yeah, thank you for coming. Have a lovely rest of the evening, and I'll have a lovely weekend. So I'll see you on Monday. We don't have class tomorrow, so it'll be
Okay.
Monday that I'll see
See
you.
you Monday, teacher. Bye
Okay.
bye.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
See you then, everyone.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye, Raúl.
Bye bye, Virginia.